Okay, welcome back to my class. Actually, we are discussing the government budget. In the previous class, we have already discussed the meaning and features of government budget. We have already seen that budget is a statement of government estimated receipts and expenditure of the government during a financial year which runs from 1st April to 31st of March. Let us see what are the objectives of the government budget. The first and most important objective of the government budget is reallocation of resources. Sometimes market forces fail to allocate resources efficiently. Sometimes let us see the market forces. Market forces are based on demand and supply, and the forces of demand and supply are fail to allocate the resources of a country efficiently. So the government has to reallocate them in line with social and economic consideration. So government is reallocating the resources in line with social and economic consideration. Question arises, what are the social consideration, what are the economic consideration? Social consideration is the social welfare, is the social priorities of a country, whereas economic consideration is the consideration which are related with the profit maximization. So government is making the balance in between the social and economic consideration, between profit maximization and the social welfare. So government is allocating the resources in such a way that balances are to be made, balances are to be maintained in the countries in between the social welfare and the profit maximization. It has to do it through budget. Government is doing through the budgetary policy of the government. Government is doing this through the government budget. Let us see, for example, production of harmful consumption goods can be discouraged through heavy taxation. So harmful products such as, let us see, so many products are there, they are treated as harmful in our country. They are such as, let us see, the production of tobacco, production of cigarette, production of liquor. These are the products, these are treated as the harmful products. So government used to impose heavy taxes to discourage the production of such commodity. But on the other side, production of socially useful goods can be encouraged through the subsidies. Other side, if you take the production of khadi product, if you take the production of the life-saving medicine, if you take the production of fertilizers, these are the products, these are socially useful products. And certainly, let us see, government used to provide subsidies, government used to give tax concession to the producers to increase the investment in the production of such a commodity. So government is making balances in between the profit maximization and social welfare into the economy through the government budget. Let us see what are the other objectives of the government budget. Second one is redistribution of income and wealth. Redistribution of income and wealth means government, through the government budgetary policy, government wants to reduce the gap between the rich and poor. Government wants to reduce the income inequalities into the society. Government, through its budgetary policy, tries to reduce inequalities of income and wealth. The government uses the instrument of taxation and expenditure on social security, subsidies, public works, etc. to achieve these objectives. So what the government is doing, government is imposing taxes on the high income group, on the rich people, on the producers who are earning profits in terms of corporate taxes, and that money collected in the form of taxes are used for the welfare of the society in terms of, let us see, social security. Social securities such as, let us see, the old age pension, such as, let us see, widow pensions. So social different social securities programs are being launched by the government. Government used to provide subsidies. Sometimes government used to give the direct benefit to the people who are below the poverty line. So those who are unemployed people, those who are educated, unemployed people, the government used to provide them the direct benefit, direct incentive, so that let us see the poverty can be reduced into the society. Here let us see the public works and to achieve this objective. So one side the government is imposing the taxes on the rich people, and other side government is launching different programs for the poor people. So the main purpose of this is to reduce the gap between the rich and poor. Another objective is economic stability. Let us see, the government budget is used to prevent economic fluctuations. Economic fluctuation refer to the situation of inflation or deflation. The government of a country always tries to save the economy from economic fluctuations which hamper its growth and development. Economic stability, on the other hand, accelerate the inducement to invest and hence increases the rate of growth and development. Let us see, economic stability is very, very important in order to induce the investment, in order to accelerate the economic growth and development. So economic stability means there must not have the situation of inflation, there must not have the situation of deflation into the country. Inflation, we all are knowing, is a situation in which aggregate demand is more than aggregate supply, corresponding to the level of full employment. So in case of in case of inflation, that aggregate demand is more than aggregate supply. It means, let us see, that economy demands more in comparison to the supply. In that cases, what happened, that the prices of the commodity, the general prices of commodity rises, and when the general prices of the commodity rises, the poor section of the society, they find hard to maintain the basic necessities of their life. So that time government budget is used, government used to cut down the government expenditure, and when the government cut down the government expenditure into the economy, then aggregate demand comes down and the situation of inflation is checked. Other side, let us see, there is a situation of deflation. Deflation is a situation in which aggregate demand is less than aggregate supply, corresponding to the level of full employment. In case of deflation, what happened? The prices of the commodities comes down because of the lack of demand. The demand of the goods are less in comparison to the supply of goods. So when supply is more, demand is less, producers, they have unsold stock of goods, and when they have more unsold stock of goods, they cut down the production. When they cut down the production, people used to get unemployment. So in order to solve that problem, government is using deficit budget policies, and deficit budget policies used to, let us see, increase the aggregate demand, increases the money supply, circulation of money into the economy. When circulation of money increases, when the money supply increases into the economy, then the level of income of the people increases. Then certainly, let us see, the problem of deflation is solved. So the government of a country always tries to save the economy from economic fluctuation. So government of a country always try to save the economy from the situation of the either inflation or from the situation of deflation. So another objective is economic growth. Let us see, economic growth implies a sustainable increase into the real GDP of an economy. Budget can be an effective tool to ensure the economic growth in a country. So let us see, economic growth. Economic growth means increase into the real GDP. GDP is nothing but the value of the production of goods and services. So through the government budget, government used to increase the production of the goods and services. Government used to set up basic and heavy industries that can increase the production of the country. And other side, through the government budget, government used to create and set up or construct the infrastructure of a country. Government used to construct the roads, bridges, dams, helipads, or let us see, the markets, or different infrastructure. And that infrastructure, the development of infrastructure and the setting of the basic and heavy industries, that increases the production. When production will increase, economic growth will take place into the country. So these are the important objectives. So let us see what are the objectives. First one is reallocation of resources. Second one is redistribution of income and wealth. Third one is economic stability, and fourth one is economic growth. So these are the important objectives. Apart from these, so many other objectives are there, such as reduction into the regional imbalances, and some other objectives are also there. So these are the important objectives of the government budget. I think is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you.